Okay, here we are in Lucid Chart with a service tree. This is actually a sample banking service tree. And what's kind of typical for this kind of service is you'll have a web portal to access the infrastructure supporting unique services for it. And you'll have mobile app and some unique services for it. They converge on some common shared infrastructure, which is the banking services here, that provide all the data to drive these two different user journeys into the architecture. Also, you'll see off to the right a CRM service which has not yet been decomposed. Okay. Something else we've done during building this tree is we have gone through the trouble of adding data fields. Here we've added a field called template name, OS, and host rule, and we can use these if we choose to at import time to do various things such as link to templates or help us map entities. Okay, so let's go ahead and export this and get it ready to come into ITSI. So we go File, Export, CSV, we'll save it. Okay, so now let's pop over into ITSI. As we can see here, we have not yet created any services, but we have done our homework here and we have created all these service templates. So at import time, we have something to link to. Okay, so let's onboard CSV from Lucid Chart. So we go to settings, add data, go to upload, select file. There's our banking service file. All right, we'll just spin through the wizard here because the defaults are fine for our purposes. Start searching just to validate that our data is there, which it is. Okay. But as you remember, this does not come in a format that's ready for import, so we need to massage it with some SPL. Okay, so here's that SPL search that was mentioned earlier. Let's run this. And as you see, we have our services, our child service, parent service, template name, and there's some other data as well. So let's use this as our import search. Let's copy this and then go to configuration services. Create service, import from search. Let's pop this into the search. Okay, looks good. Next. Okay, here's where we map those fields we created in the Lucid Chart objects for import. So we'll choose parent service as service title. Child service will be dependent service. And template name will be our service template link. Notice that activates the define entity rules step in the wizards. Let's go to that. And these templates are requiring us to choose a host rule. So we will do this. We'll select our host rule field for all of those and import. Okay, it's done. Let's go see what it looks like in Service Analyzer. All right, so here we are in Service Analyzer, and we've got our top level customer banking service. We've got our web portal and mobile app, a bunch of their supporting services, and down here our undecomposed CRM application. Looks pretty good. So let's imagine that we're in the middle of a service decomposition exercise, and we've managed to finally track down the SME for the CRM app, and he's helped us put together a little decomposition for his service. So that's what this Lucid Chart includes. We've got this additional fleshing out of the service tree down here for CRM. Okay, so now we want to bring this into ITSI as well. So I'm going to export this I'm going to import it right on top of our existing tree. Okay, so save this guy off. Different file name. All right. Let's go back into ITSI and onboard the data first. Let's go add data. Upload. Select our file. There's the new file. Next, next, next. Start searching. Okay, there it is. Now again, we're going to have to modify this as we did before, but because it's a different source now, because the file name changed, I'm just going to update the search here. Could probably write a macro for this, but here you can see a little bit more what the search is doing. And we'll run this again to validate. Okay, that looks good, similar to before, but if you notice there's a few more statistics lines here, so that means we've got more services. So let's copy this guy, go into configuration, services, create service, import from search. Okay, paste in our new search. Okay, looks good. Next, same columns as before. Parent is title, child is dependent, template name is template link. We'll go on and add our host rules as before, selecting our host rule column. And import again. Okay, completed. Took a little bit longer this time. Let's go and see what that looks like. Okay, you can see some of our services have started to activate because those entity rules mapped our entities immediately and our services came alive at import. You can also see that our CRM app now has its tree filled in. All right, so you can imagine a process where you're working in an ongoing fashion, adding different services, re-importing your tree multiple times from Lucid Chart. If you're making full changes there, you can just blow away the services and re-import them all again. Or if they're just additional services, just import right on top of your existing tree. That is Lucid Chart to ITSI.